Okay, people, last video for tonight. I'm going to talk about demonstrative pronouns in two cases, and these cases are completely arguable. They're debatable. They're controversial. I think you should already know that by now. But two of the three, the absolutive case and the ergative case. So, and their Cebuano names absolutivo ug ergativo. So, um, let's start with the absolutive ones. So demonstrative meaning like the this, that, these, those kind of a deal. Like in English, they'll have those. In Cebuano, we use them too, depending on what what case you are in. So with this one, the first one is, again, there's dialectal variation. That's why I put both kini and kani there, because they're both commonly used and they're both interchangeable, but they both mean the same thing, which means this meaning the near the speaker. So items or things near the speaker, you can use this, which is kani or kini, and the shortened form is ni. So, but you can't just use ni by itself. Like ni, you can't. You have to, if you're gonna use one of these demonstrative words, you have to say the whole thing. Kana is meaning that, close to the listener. So if someone is saying kana, it means that thing near the listener or far away from the speaker. Some item that's pretty much indicating that thing near the person you're talking to or far away from you. And then kadto means that, but it's like that meaning far from both the speaker and the listener. It could be like miles away, meters away, whatever. It's far away from both of you. So kani, kana, kadto, right? And then I put the shortened forms there of ni, na, and to. But again, you can't use that when you're in the beginning of a sentence. So those are those. And for this case, we have niini, right, or niana. I mean, niini and niani both mean the same thing again. They're just dialectal differences. They're both commonly used, and they both mean the same thing, which means this. So niini, niana, and you could also shorten them to ini and ani, and you can even shorten that one to just ni, right? Ni. But again, shortened forms, ni, you can't just use it, but you could use the ani and ini in the start of a sentence. This is just it's just different how it's weird how it works like that. It's just how it is. I don't make these exceptions. It's just the nature of the language. And then next one is niana, which is meaning that thing far away from you but closer to the speaker, or to the listener, sorry. So niana meaning that far away from you, closer to listener, and niadto, which is far away from both you and the listener. And then there's shortened forms ana and atto. So don't get mixed up with atto, because atto is also the verb to go, but this atto is different. Moving on. Commonly with these demonstrative pronouns, you'll have that nga ligature again, and since all of these demonstrative pronouns end in a vowel, you have to use that ng ending of the nga form, and that attaches to the demonstrative pronoun as shown in such. So we get our demonstrative pronoun plus the nga ligature, because usually these demonstrative pronouns will come before a noun or some object or thing that they're gonna modify, right? And it's gonna be common among speakers that say such things, and when you get a chance to listen to speakers say these things, you'll understand and you'll know. So the first one I just put, it's like two example sentences. Again, mana pananglit is like your examples. So the first one, ang kining cerveza. So it means this beer. Remember, ang is our subject marker. So with this ang, we're marking that we're talking about some beer, this beer, right? And the ng ending that tacks onto kini. Kini meaning this again, close to the speaker. And then this beer, but since kini needs kini and or this and beer need some sort of ligature together, we use the nga ending, right? For the ligature, the nga ligature. Kini nga cerveza, this beer. Kining cerveza, which kind of matters now because it's a vowel, obviously. So with the nga ligature, you're mostly going to see this nga. Unless people want to emphasize that it is this beer, they'll just say, they'll use the nga by itself. Kini nga cerveza instead of saying kining cerveza. Both are perfectly fine to say. They both mean the same thing. And again, ang, our subject, we're talking about this beer, right? And the second sentence is hatagi kog anang tubig, which means give me that water. Here you could see the verb hatag, right? And I talked about the e ending, which changes the verb hatag to give to the imperative form, right? Hatagi, which means it's you're commanding someone to give you something, ko, right? Ko meaning I, but you see the G at the end, so you know it's going to be talking about an object now. Ko og, right? Kog, hatagi kog. And then it's an object, right? So we have to use this case, or that case, right? The ana case. So anang, ana, nga, again, ligature, because we're talking about that water, right? So which water was it? It's that water. That's why we're ligating, we're ligaturing this noun here from this demonstrative pronoun. So kog anang tubig. So hatagi kog anang tubig. Give me that water. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll probably make more videos in the long run. Yeah, any questions? Just comment. Boom.